What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. My wife Erin has a friend, and I'm not going to say his name because maybe it's a secret and nobody really knows. I don't think it's a secret, but she has a friend who had the lap band surgery or the gastric bypass surgery, the sleeve or something like that. He had one of the surgeries to lose weight, and he's doing really well. So you know who you are when you watch this. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but I hear you're doing well, and that's cool. I'm very proud of you for actually stepping up and doing it in the first place. I know it's hard to change habits and stuff like that, and he's doing well, right? So he had a question for me because as he's on like a 900 calorie a day diet, which is very, very low, first of all, right? And his doctor told him not to work out. And he asked me what I thought about that. And first of all, I want to fucking hit the doctor in the side of the head with a fucking tennis racket because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. So let's break this down. After the bypass surgery, he's losing a bunch of weight. Eventually that starts to stall, and as he needs to lose more weight, the doctors will recommend that he starts reducing the calories. He's already on 900 calories. So what the fuck do you think is going to happen, right? The reason why they're telling him not to work out is because it will make him more hungry. And I'm like, you don't think when you're reducing your calories down to 500, 400, 300, you're going to be more fucking hungry and have the... What the fuck? The logic in this is completely flawed. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Let's go through this a little bit so that, you know... I mean, I don't even know where to begin. But well, yeah, I do know where to begin. But fucking, it boggles my fucking mind. Doctors would recommend this. As you are losing weight, okay, in the circumstance like that, and you're 900 calories a day, and you're not training with weights, you're losing fat, but you're also losing muscle tissue, okay, which is slowing down metabolism. Muscle tissue is metabolically active tissue, and it is responsible for keeping your metabolism up. You know, and I mean, everybody watching this knows if you add a pound of muscle, your metabolism is increased, right? So losing muscle reduces metabolism, which makes it harder to lose weight. So even if you trained with weights to maintain your muscle mass, you would still not kill your metabolism, like metabolic damage, metabolic adaptation. That's what's going to happen to this individual if they keep going on like this. Now, the thinking for the doctor is if he's more hungry, he's much more apt to binge and lose control and overeat if he's hungrier. Now, that's the short term. Okay, and I love how doctors are always about the long term. Short term, he's not going to be hungry now. Eventually, he's going to be hungry as fuck. And what's going to happen is it'll eventually get to the point where the calories are too low. He'll start increasing the food because he's really hungry and his brain can't fucking handle the fact that it's, you know, it's starving. Increasing the food little by little to try to compensate for that hunger and eventually gain weight back because the body's new basal metabolic rate or resting metabolism is going to be so fucking low that if you eat a fucking piece of chicken, your body's going to have plenty of calories and it's going to fucking store it as fat. So I'm like, you know, here's the thing. Hunger. So many people, I'm hungry right now. I'm fucking actually pretty hungry right now. I've had 5 meals today. I'm still pretty hungry. But hunger is like a normal thing. Hunger is actually a good thing. It's a signal going to your brain telling you that, hey, you know what, we need energy. Well, newsflash, you get plenty of energy on your goddamn body, okay? There's no fucking ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, as lean as I am, I still have plenty of fat. But your brain, okay, does not know, I know it's 2018, but it has no fucking idea that there's a McDonald's down the street, a 7-Eleven over there, there's a pizza place I can call, and I have food in the fridge. It has no idea. It literally thinks it's starving. So what it does is send that signal out saying, oh, we're starving, you need to find some food. You need to fucking forage or kill a fucking animal or do some shit, but we need food and we need it now. And basically, if you're fighting that hunger off, because hunger is just a false sense. I mean, you're not fucking starving. You're not in one of these countries that has no food. You have plenty of food. If you can fight that hunger off, it will subside, okay? But it will also, like as you're fighting it off, it's like an itch. You don't scratch it, it goes away. Now, as you're eating for function, you're eating for your, you know, your metabolism, you know, you're eating proteins, you're training with weights, you're maintaining your weight. Like your body's going to need more calories in general. Now, I'm not saying that this guy has to jack his calories up, but the bottom line is, you know, if he's training with weights and he's maintaining his muscle mass and, you know, he's doing a little bit of cardio and he's a little more active, you're not going to have to reduce the calories like that. You know, in my personal opinion, and I'm not a doctor, but I've been doing this shit a long fucking time, and I've talked to doctors, MDs, and experts that look at me like I'm fucking nuts when I say, well, why don't you just have them add a pound or two of muscle tissue? That'll increase the metabolic rate and the resting metabolism, and then they won't have to starve themselves down to 500 calories. And they like, well, they actually stutter. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, don't you have an answer to that? It's amazing where I think doctors actually just bank on the fact that you're going to fucking fail. They do the lap band surgery. We see My 600-Pound Life all the time. We watch that show. And the people have the surgery, and so many times, they undo it. They fail. And they don't give you a real, push to succeed. I've seen this with a lot of drug addicts too. When you walk into rehab, the first thing they tell you is like, more than likely you're going to fail. More than likely you're not going to make it. Statistically, you're not going to make it. And you're sitting there going, well, that's fucking comforting, right? So, they're telling these people, don't eat or don't train with weights because you're going to be hungry. Well, eventually that's going to catch up to them anyway. So why not teach them properly now how to train with weights, which is healthy. I'm not talking about be a bodybuilder, but train with weights. Make sure that you're maintaining your muscle mass. Make sure that even when you train with weights, you increase your metabolism while you're training with weights. There's a metabolic response to training with weights, which increases your metabolism. And if you're not overfeeding your body's going to continue to lose weight. Eating the right foods. 900 calories on a 900 calorie diet, there's no fucking way you're eating the right foods. Like if you're eating chicken and lettuce for 900 calories, like that's a lot of chicken and lettuce. You're not going to be fucking doing that. So to hit that 900 calories, they're probably allowing them to eat other things that could be switched out and changed up a little bit to where they could be eating more food, more vegetables, more protein sources, more lean protein sources to where they're eating a lot more that keeps them fuller longer. The bro foods, yeah, those are going to keep you fuller longer. But if you're not eating the bro foods, you're doing a very IFYM thing, which I've watched some of these shows and stuff. They allow them to eat things that take up those calories very quickly. They digest and they're out of your body. And hey, shit, you're shit out of luck. You're out of calories. Sorry, there's nothing we can do for you. You just have to fucking starve. Like it's very flawed. And I get the fact that most people they don't have to deal with because they fail. So they just fucking say, do this. They send them on their way and eventually they fucking fail. And it is what it is. I don't know what the percentage rate is of success and failure, but like most things that are hard to do and addictions that you overcome, like eating and stuff, many people fail. 90% of them or even higher fail. So the doctors are not really sure what to do with these people that are going to succeed. And who the fuck wants to not succeed? Nobody wants to be the fucking, the person that fucking failed. They want to be the success story. And I think that if you've gone through the lap band or the gastric bypass or whatever, you deserve the opportunity to be able to succeed. You've taken the step, you've lost 100 pounds or whatever it is. You have the right to have the opportunity to succeed. And you also deserve and have the right to have people giving you the right information to give you the tools to succeed, not fail. I don't know what the answer is because I do believe that doctors have their place. If I'm fucked up, I go to a doctor. You know what I mean? I've had blood pressure problems, I go to a doctor. I have TRT, I go to my doctor. I get it, but I also go to a doctor that's very specific to athletes' needs, not the regular person. Because if I walked in the regular person, they would have put me on all kinds of blood pressure medications and all kinds of shit, just treating the symptoms and not actually curing what was wrong with me. They're just kind of masking it, putting a Band-Aid on it rather than actually stitching the wound up. You have to find people to work with that understand your needs, want you to succeed, know how to get you to succeed, and are willing to work with you and not just move you along so that you fail. How you do that, I don't fucking know because I've never looked into it, but it's got to be out there. There has to be support groups, doctors, nutritionists, dietitians, people out there that specifically will help you succeed and not just be part of the process along the way for you to relapse and fail. And when I say relapse, I mean start eating again and fail with your weight loss success. So hopefully some of you guys out there right now that are listening to doctors are telling you eat 500 calories a day and not do any kind of working out because you'll just be more hungry in the long run. And eventually your metabolism is going to stall and you may never hit that goal and it may fucking reverse itself. Hopefully you guys can see this and say, you know what, maybe there's another way. And think outside that box. I always want everybody outside the box. I don't want you in the box. Get out of the fucking box. The sandbox, whatever box it is, shoebox. Get out of the fucking box and start looking because the answers are there. And eventually you will find what you're looking for. Where there's a will, there's a way. And when you seek, you will always find. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is a blog. It's a congratulations on your weight loss. And don't give up. We are out.